Well, this is Rob at Hawks Haven, and we are welcoming Greg. He's been staying here just for a couple days, and we thought he had a really cool mobile living setup, and looks like he's got all of his needs taken care of and a lot of his wants too. So let Greg talk about his systems and some of the really good ideas that he's demonstrated here in his house, his mobile home.
All right. Well, I guess we'll start at the front. And this is a 200-watt solar system. Got off the internet, eBay, and I have it connected right here, and then running under the hood to my continuous duty solenoid that goes to the batteries. I have two house batteries, 12-volt house batteries with 200 amps, and so it also charges off the alternator. And then hooking it up here, I'd already had a large cable running back for those batteries, so instead of drilling holes through the roof or going through a door with wires, I could come through like this, and then I put my charge controller inside where the airbag was. And I got the fuse on it here for the house battery.
That's pretty heavy duty fuse.
Yeah, I think it's 80. I bought it on eBay for $7 or $8.
Oh, cool.
I think I got two of them actually. And so the solar, when I'm done with it up here, storms coming or whatever, it just folds up. 50 watts per panel.
So 200-watt system.
I've got up to 8 amps of power out of it to charge my battery. So if you think of a 8-amp battery charger, like they sell 10 amps, so it's almost 8 amps. It's barely enough. If I had double the wattage, it would charge it much faster and fuller. But I have a generator for that to top it off when it doesn't get
Enough solar.
Fully. I'll show that in a minute. And then up front, I have tools, 2 toolboxes, chain,
Don't want to get
the
stuck
20-pound propane, yeah. So, yeah, and then I kind of make it look a little bit like a work vehicle by having disposable gloves and my earmuffs up there and the hat and the vest here. You know, it's like they don't really take a second look so much that I'm living in it. Not that I'm really trying to be stealth, but I like a clean looking van. When I got it, the wheels, they had the wrong wheels on it. It had been sitting for a year, so I had to purchase new wheels. I love these, and I get more confidence on them.
They're sharp.
So, down side here is my water inlet. I have a 16-gallon water tank with a electric pump on it that runs on 12 volt, and it's on constant supply. And I put an extra long hose on it.
So it looks like from a kitchen sprayer.
Yeah.
For the valve.
So
right?
when it's hot, I can just shower right off that if it's 90 degrees in the van or something, you know.
Right.
80 even. Instead of
Yeah, the
using
cooler
soap
water
to
is
shower.
welcomed for sure.
So that's my water. I don't drink out of it. I drink distilled water. And I got a 110 plug here.
I've heard there's a lot of health benefits to just drinking distilled water.
If you want to lose weight, just start drinking distilled water.
Yeah, I bet.
You'll lose weight.
I felt really energized and stuff when I started doing that.
Yeah, it clears the head. I think doesn't have all the stuff in it. The inorganic materials, like distilled water, is organic materials in it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's basically just hydrogen and oxygen. And you know, yeah, pretty clear.
Yeah.
Cool. Wow. It looks like you got a projection deal set up.
Yeah, this is an Android. And it has all the apps. I can hook it up to AT&T or Verizon. This extends and this tilts, this monopod. So I have a 60-inch screen I hang where my curtains are. I can get 54 inches out of it. So, I got
so you've got a bigger TV and entertainment platform than most people
houses.
With like even 3,000 square foot houses.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And it goes even further than that because I can actually put it on the side of my van.
That would definitely benefit of a clear white van is awesome canvas.
So,
oh, cool. Okay. So let's see here if we can get this.
Oops, just a sec. Advertisement popping in. I'm sorry, I'll have to get back to it. There it is. So,
Oops, let's see if I can get this.
that's the
without
projector screen
glare.
projecting on the van. That's about 8 feet long, the screen is.
Nice.
And it's a good enough picture. It's not HD like your TV at home, but movies outdoors are awesome.
Oh, sure. And when you can have it anywhere you want, and gosh, you can offer entertainment for all the fellow campers and stuff too.
Lots to show on this van, really. I insulated the crap out of it, even the headliner up front. And then on the walls, I got foam board where the window was. And then this shiny reflective stuff is 80% recycled blue jeans. And it fits over the curves and stuff so much easier. And so I found that, and I insulated the ribs too with fiberglass, these metal parts right up by the top. It's a hollow box. And so I've insulated the crap out of it. And
So
I
it's
think
nice
it was
and
well,
comfortable?
yeah.
You don't feel any
it
cold
don't
zones?
get so hot, don't get so cold. So,
I see you've got a cordless vacuum cleaner that
Yeah.
matches your generator.
yeah, I went with all Ryobi on everything. This is a really high-powered vacuum.
It'd be great if you have especially if you have pets.
Yeah.
I know tiny houses.
So I have it charger up there on the wall by the bananas, the computer, so I can plug it in and charge it off the generator. I only have a 400 watt inverter down there, and it won't charge the batteries. It's too much for it.
So actually, your lithium-ion batteries, though, for your tools,
Yeah.
are also an auxiliary pack
Yeah.
for your charging
And
system.
my air, yeah.
You said you because you have an
I got
air
an
compressor and.
Air compressor that runs off the batteries, and yeah, all that. This is a project I just started on a couple days ago. I got 2 windows done. It's a screen. It's a no-seam screen, really fine, and I glued it to the glass there with silicone. Make it fit. You got corners you got to deal with. You got to tape it all up and hold it on there, and then go around and cut your corners. You can see how I did it there. And then just kind of keep fitting it, and once you think you got it, then go around the inside here and hit it with a caulk gun with just regular clear silicone, because you can remove it easy. It peels off with your fingers, or alcohol. Enough alcohol, it'll come off and go away. And I was quite pleased with the results, that it turned into a bellows like this, and I got a good draft that way.
Yeah, without the bugs bothering you.
Yeah, without having to mess with the front windows either, because that'll let bugs in. And these pop-out windows it didn't have, I got them from a wrecking yard for 12 bucks a piece, and keeps the rain out even more with the screen on it now. When the wind's blowing, the rain doesn't come through
wouldn't even
because
splash
of the
through.
screen.
Right, that's cool.
When I was at an event the other day, it was very dusty, but I had these windows open. The dust landed on the outside of the window and slid off, rather than having a window down or cracked open where the dust could just blow in. So they really helped keep the dust down. Alright.
So in your refrigeration for your food?
Yep. I have a winter freezer fridge, and it's got 2 compartments. You can set them both to freeze, both the refrigerator, or one to the other. Whatever you want. It's electronic.
Here, let me
110. Yeah,
kick
come
off my
on.
shoes and stay a minute.
Yeah.
Nice deep trays. So
Yeah, the whole basket lifts out too, so it's easy to clean. And then this side too.
oh, with little LED lights too.
Yeah,
That's handy.
I can get a full gallon jug inside this side and make ice.
Nice.
And if you look right around the corner down here on the bottom, you'll see the gauge where it displays
Oh, okay. Let me.
whether it's on 12 volt or 110. It automatically senses when I plug the van in if it's got 110, so it shuts the 12 volt off and runs on 110.
Cool. So you got a nice little workbench in here.
Yeah, I got quite a bit of bench actually.
Bungee cords are a vanner's best friend. You know,
Yeah.
definitely tuck your coat up in here if you needed to, or you know,
Yeah.
just little LED lights. Oh, changing colors even. the disco edition.
Yeah. Another thing that should be noted is my electrical outlet coming in. That is like a household one where it has the trip circuit breaker on it because you could be in a water condition. So you
Okay,
want to
yeah,
do that for
GFCI.
safety. What? Yeah, GFCI. Put a good plug in. You noticed I had an outside port for plugging in my generator or shore power. So be safe there.
And then this is
Oh,
your battery.
That reads off the house battery, and it's got a 12 volt and 2 USBs. And I think it was $12 on eBay. This is my switch for my water pump here. I can shut it off if I need to, if drain the tank or whatever. Above Rob, here's the fantastic fan. And it's a really
I'll
quiet.
switch spots with you.
Okay. It's quiet and efficient. It's got large blades in it instead of like the typical motorhome where they have just a little fan that goes. And that's low, medium, high. Yeah. And also available for it is a thermostat on the wall. It'll actually work off a thermostat and open and close. And when you shut it, it shuts the fan off automatically.
Oh, cool. Well, that'd be
So
really
if you-
handy too if you have a pet.
You
know,
open it back up, it starts automatically. You don't have to turn the switch. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you had a pet, having a thermostatically controlled fan like that would ensure, you know, a safer environment for your pet if you had to leave him for just a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, that.
Yep.
And when he turned that on, I could definitely feel the air flowing through. So.
So I just got a 400 watt inverter. I had it, didn't have to buy one. It does my computer fine, or most of what I need. I don't need much. Oh, a water pick for my teeth I use, and it powers that. So if the generator's not running. Here I have a smart charger I just bought the other day, really cheap, works really good. It'll even do a jump start and revival batteries. I have 2 low budget 12 volt batteries, and that gives me 200 amp hours. When those go, I'll probably move up to a golf cart battery, and they're taller so they won't fit underneath the bed, but I have a spot behind my seat up front, which will be better because it'll put more weight up front. And then I have, for leveling, these work pretty good. Kind of a Lego thing. And,
Okay, so they snap together for whatever height you
together
need.
for whatever height, yeah.
So some people have taken off with like chipping up plastic and turning them into Lego bricks and building houses too. You know, I think that's what we should be funding with our money. You know, good projects that are saving this place. So, and that's saving the place
These
from.
things, if you got bugs, I mean, you need one. Bees, flies. It zaps them. It's kind of fun too.
Mice even.
Yeah, I don't know yet. Yeah. And so my bed, it swings up and down, so it's hinged. So because I still want to be able, if I had to put a motorcycle in here, plywood or something like that. Plus, I want to be able to walk through. I can completely walk through. I can get a good breeze. Of course, I'm walking through hunched over, but so that's what it gave me for storage underneath the bed when the bed's folded.
What were you were saying earlier though, that being hunched over like this a little bit has given you better flexibility?
Oh yeah, it
and
just took a while to get used to it, but you get used to anything, and yeah, it's not a bother at all now.
And now your back's not even hurting anymore, huh?
No.
Wow, so
For 62, not bad.
yeah, you know, and some people choose a chiropractor. You chose a van.
Yeah. Wasn't in the plan, but
But
take it.
little hidden benefits.
So there's my solar panels. gone, out of the way.
Stored under the bed. So yeah, that's really not in the way, and it's nice and protected. So.
And these are all cut out for the windows, so I get more privacy. Or I don't need them so much since I had the windows tinted, because it stays a lot cooler in here now. I love the window tint. I can see out and they can't see in.
Right.
It's awesome.
Yeah, really clean appearance on the outside of the van. You just wouldn't know that there's so much going on in here. That, you know.
Okay. This is a propane hot camp shower. So if it's too cold to heat water with the solar bag that I have on the roof, I'll show you in a minute. I screw a propane bottle on the bottom of here, light this off, there's a hose here, hot water comes out and I can pump it right into that solar shower and have hot water. This
Nice.
hangs right off the door outside, right there on the barn door. And
So then
I can have instant hot water anytime.
now, do you have to pressurize that, or is it actually?
No, I just disconnect the sprayer nozzle
Okay.
on my pump that I have now that I demonstrated,
Mm-hmm.
and connect it to this, and then I run the hot water through it. It's
Gotcha,
just a
yeah.
hose clamp I have to unscrew and attach this.
Oh, sure. Yeah. So it's not like it's
Gotcha.
even a big, process of event or sequence of
Yeah,
events.
it takes 5 minutes or 10
Right.
minutes, but I can
And-
make hot water, no problem with
That's-
propane.
That's still pretty
anytime I
handy.
want.
5 or 10 minutes.
Pressurized, yeah.
Yeah. What time in history have we been able? I mean, even kings, 500 years ago, or they asked for hot water, and it would take a few minutes for the slave to go get it, and now we can have it almost instantaneous.
Yeah.
We're all living as kings.
Yeah. One more thing on the ceiling fan. If the light bothers me, or if it's cold winter, there's Velcro on the bottom here, Velcro there, and I just put that up there, and that completely blocks that light out, and I think makes it warmer in the wintertime.
Oh, for sure.
Hopefully no more winters.
It would be, when you're nomadic, you don't have to experience winter. You
Yep.
can head south and be as smart as the animals.
I suppose I should demonstrate the bed too.
Is the shower curtain, did you cut that down, or was that, oops, there we go. So while I was being fascinated with the cab, so you disconnected from the hooks up here and from the top side, and it folded right down and became a bed that fast.
So yeah, that's the bed, and I got a memory foam on top, and this is actually a foldable cushion that folds into, I can make it so I can sit up here. And my sleeping bags that I don't use very often, usually I just use this because I keep it so warm in here. Sleeping bags go in there, and it doubles as a backrest. And
So you have all the creature
Yeah.
comforts. You have all the creature comforts of the modern home, but in a mobile platform that isn't an anchor to one spot. I mean, like, what if you came here and you just really didn't like your neighbor? How long did it take you to pack up everything?
With everything out, an hour at least, probably.
Okay. Oh, so an hour and a half. Say 2 hours.
Yeah.
If you had last time you moved out of a house, how many hours did it take
Yeah.
you for that?
Yeah, that takes more than a day.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, you can definitely choose your neighbors more efficiently with a mobile platform. You can change your whole experience in an hour's drive,
Yeah.
or even maybe even less than that.
We didn't even really touch on the kitchen. This is a butane stove, and this is a heater that it just fits right on there like that, and then you don't have an open flame if you want to use it for heat. And
Right,
it puts out
yeah.
heat. It gets warm. It gets red hot. And
Kind of dual purpose for a cooktop then.
Yeah, dual, and you can adjust the heat. Where you buy the little buddy heaters, there's no adjustment on it. They just go.
Oh, really? I thought those had a volume control on those. I don't have one, so
No,
Yeah,
maybe
that's-
the bigger one does, but I got the little one, and
It's just full
full
bore.
Yeah. So
Huh.
yeah, it's gonna go to waste.
Well, so that's going to be a lot more efficient than a little buddy anyway, because you might be able to just turn it
I
down.
can just barely use what gas I want. It's completely adjustable. It's good as a house
Right.
as far as a thermostat. But that's not the burner that I use for heat. Also, here's for my business for number 2.
This is the morning paperwork right there.
So, garbage bag in the can, put a little cat litter in the bottom of the garbage bag, do my business, and then I have a larger dark garbage bag so it doesn't show through on the white what's in there, and just get it the heck out of here as quick as possible. And I found that since I left sticks and bricks, this is way less foul odor than going in the water, in the toilet, in the bathroom, where the whole bathroom gets fumigated. I do it in here and there's nothing. And of course I got adequate ventilation when I'm doing it, but everybody should shit like a cat.
Yeah, putting the nutrients right back to the land.
My hot water, my
Oh,
water tank, 16 gallons, it went in down here. And I put this, so it made a perfect platform for this. This is recycled out of a trailer to lay on, so it's very sturdy. I had a friend build a metal frame to put the tank on its side, so it sits right above the wheel well, which I think is hard to make use of that space underneath the wheel well. Really pleased the way that came out. And then I had a little room for kind of utility up here in the front. I keep some butane there.
Looks like an extra bicycle tube maybe or something for... Oh no, that's
Hydrogen peroxide.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is a drain out of that you'd use on a washing machine. Pretty flexible, soft hose. I drilled a hole through the floor right in front of this rear wheel and stuck this through it, and it kind of pinches tight in there. And then I made a little hole in the counter up here for this funnel to go in like that. And it goes like that. And now I can run my floss, spit. I can pour liquids on the ground outside. May not be a sink, but I don't like sinks and I don't want a sink. But I can do my personal care that way.
Absolutely. Yeah, it looks like you've got a lot of efficiency built into your van here.
Well, thank you. Yeah, the way it's working out, I think I did all right because I haven't really had any failures. Getting that smart generator was also the last thing I got, and that was really good. And it actually connects through my phone via Bluetooth app. I can tell how much fuel it has left in it. It actually puts it out in hours. It reads out how much power is putting out, and I can shut it down remotely without having to go out in the rain, put my shoes on and everything, and go turn the generator off. It's cool. $600 well spent there.
So, in the last place that you were renting or buying, roughly how many months of monthly expense for your housing did it, or I guess, how many months did you pay this off by not having a normal, full-on house with mortgage and insurance and?
Well, I'd say probably 6 months then.
So
I got
in 6 months,
$6,000 into it, and $1,000 a month the way I was living. I was a caregiver for my mom, so it's in their house. So,
right.
which,
But I think that's pretty typical for most people what they're spending. Anywhere from $600 to $1,000 a month for a place to live, or not really a place to live, a place to find shelter and to store your favorite things securely.
And this is in a small town in eastern Washington, so rent's not high there either.
Right. So some people, they're paying a lot more. Oakland, I think, is if you find a place under $2,000, you're really
right. So my goal is to live off $600 a month and save the rest, or buy toys.
Right.
I still like a few toys, even though I've got rid of a lot of toys and minimalized on everything. But
I think that's why we're here in this physical experience. We gotta enjoy some of it.
Yeah,
right?
I gotta have some fun. And it wasn't fun where I was at in sticks and bricks dealing with drug house neighbors and the drama of a small town, and I had been taking care of my mom. I wanted to get out and see something, and that's why I did this. I see other people on YouTube that were doing this, and I just started sucking up on the YouTube
I can do that
videos and took their advice, and this is the creation I came up with. And been out since March 20th, and it's May 11th. of 18, and no major problems or nothing. Enjoying life. Rob's got such a nice view here. So.
Well, good deal. I think we covered most of the.
Covers pretty much everything.
Yeah.
No, we didn't do outside shower.
Oh, right.
We got it in here.
Okay. And we got a little stool here and kick the flippers back on. Oh, and your rear bike cover or bike carrier and toolboxes. Looks like you made sure that the law will be happy with extending license plate back to the back. You might want to move that strap though.
Yeah.
But
LED, nice and bright. And there's two carriers on here actually. Do you see the hitch? You can actually mount two different things on a hitch.
Oh, that's handy.
And some of them you can get a single one, just a single one, so it comes up like that, so that it raises that up higher and you don't drag when you're coming out.
Okay, it gives you a little better departure angle.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a bicycle rack, and it does a couple things. It's kind of utility. In the boxes, I can carry out gas cans in it for the generator. And I have a solar shower here that goes into this tent.
And
This
even
thing
in
was 105 degrees the other day, and it wasn't even that hot out. It gets hot as a hot tub. It really works good.
oh, you got a little magnetic mount
Mirror.
grooming mirror.
Yeah, so I can shave, and then this quick pop-up tent. And it's got a place for the shampoo and a razor, and about a drain floor for it.
I saw how fast this pops up. It's just like one of them little spring tents. It
Yeah.
you know, like a little spiral, and then there it is.
I don't know if it'll do it for me right now, but I'll give it a go with rolling it up.
Oh no!
There we go.
Well, that's still pretty efficient. I mean, yeah, what a handy shower tent.
A little more practice, I'll get better at it. Bought an outdoor rug for going in front of my barn doors the other day too.
Keeps a lot of the dirt out of the van.
I'm hoping, yeah. So now I think we got
Oh, and
it.
that's your TV screen too.
Yeah, either side.
Right.
Whichever side I want to use. This side I get a bigger screen. So.
Well, you have a nice setup, and again, this is Greg.
Hey, bye folks. Thanks for watching.